Hello everybody, how's it going? There's a lot of assumptions and misconceptions I need to clear up, all right? Because if you've been subscribed to me from the jump, then you know that I have always promised to keep it 100% real and authentic when it comes to my opinions on fragrances, regardless of if they are gifted to me by a brand. And I know that there's gonna be people that hear that and they're like, no way, because if you're real about it, about not liking it, and a brand sees it, then they're gonna blacklist you and they're never gonna send you anything again, and you need fragrances to make content, so you're not gonna be totally honest. And honestly, that's such bullshit. I mean, you could look at my videos, I don't delete anything. Literally Google my name, Melissa National, I don't like, and you will see a bunch of fragrances where I say in the title, I don't like this. And I start the video with, yo, this was sent to me as a gift. I'm not rocking with this fragrance. I don't like it. Within the first 30 seconds of the video. You know what I mean? And it's just that what I've noticed, which I commend these brands for, is that when I am honest with my opinion, I'll receive a message afterwards where people are like, hey, yeah, we heard you didn't like the fragrance. We saw the video. We appreciate your rawness. Is there anything else you want to try? And to me, I'm like, yo, I appreciate that, because first of all, when we're initially having these messages, I always tell brands that I'm going to be 100% honest. That is always in writing, where I'm like, I want to give my authentic opinion, right? So when they see my opinion and it's not in good lighting because it's not my taste, they're still like, all good. Do you want to try anything else? That is what I've noticed for me. Now, I've been receiving a few DMs recently since I posted my last video where people are like, yeah, thanks for being honest about Apex, but now you've lost your chances at trying anything else from these brands. And the thing is, yeah, I was honest about not liking Apex, but before this, I gave an honest opinion about me not liking Danger when they sent it over. And before that, I made an opinion about me not really being a fan of Sweetie Oud. And before that, I made an opinion about me not really liking Creation E. I really rock with Elysium and Oceania, by the way. You know what I mean? So it's like all these people saying that I just lost out have no idea what they're talking about. Because if that was the case, how could I have received fragrance after fragrance after fragrance if I didn't like the scent and they saw the video? And I tag the brands in my videos on Instagram when I tell, whenever I talk about a fragrance, if the brand has an IG handle, for the most part, I tag them in it. You know what I mean? So the assumption that I will never receive, I don't know where that came from, of, oh, you're going to get blacklisted. No, because if that was the case, I would have been blacklisted by my third Rasha fragrance. And you could look here, that's not the case, right? Another message that I've been receiving on Instagram is this person was asking me, they're like, is it true that reviewers are more honest about designer fragrances because designers don't send their fragrances to people that they only send it to people with millions of subscribers and stuff like that? And another thing is, again, if you've been subscribed to my channel, right now I have less than 20,000 subscribers, and I have received fragrances as gifts from YSL and Bulgari. So I don't know what's going on with all these reviewers' channels. I don't watch them. I don't keep up with them. I'm just in my own bubble. And on top of that, I don't want to hear other people's opinions on something I haven't tried yet, because I want to make that for myself, right? I don't want any other bias just getting in my head about it, right? But that's something else. Yeah, this guy was saying that if designers aren't going to send stuff, so it's just better to look at reviews for designer fragrances, because that means everybody, designers don't send it to them. And for me, that's not the case. I mean, I've made videos about this Bulgari fragrance that I was sent, and to be honest, I mess with this one. Too feminine for my taste, but if I smell this on my girlfriend, I would love it. But you saw my opinion on Man in Black, and these were not sent at the same time. I received this first and then this after, and I said I wasn't really a fan of the fragrance, and then I messaged them after, and it's all good. You know what I mean? So, and with the YSLs, you see the Black Opiums, and I was honest about my rankings for those and which one I prefer and which ones are so-so for me, you know? But yeah, what with my experience, right? I'm only speaking about me. The only times I have ever received pushback from open types of criticism have been from like a really small brand. It's only ever happened once where they were like, hey, we want you to highlight it in a positive sort of way because we want people to try our fragrance. And it's like, first of all, if there's pushback like that, the juice should speak for itself. If you love your product, if you're confident in your product, then you should know that scent is subjective. Some people are going to love it, some people aren't. And if I don't end up liking it, you have to have the thick skin to be like, all right, cool, it's all good. You know what I mean? This is not a page of just positive fragrance reviews where everything I talk about, I love on it. You know what I mean? Because that's honestly the reason why I created my own channel, was because when I would look at reviews for certain fragrances I was interested in, I only saw love. I didn't really see much criticism. So when I would get my nose on it, I was like, what the fuck are these people talking about? This smells like ass. This smells dated. This smells old. It doesn't smell sexy by any means, you know? So like my trust with watching different people's opinions was severed because it happened a lot where I would smell something that everyone was saying was amazing and it wasn't, you know? So this channel is for people like me that have similar taste to me, that are looking for somebody that is just gonna be honest no matter what, you know? And I feel like it's important for me to say this again. I've made videos about this before, but as my channel is continuing to grow, I know that some people, when they see a certain number of subscribers, like, okay, that just means that they're gonna, it's only about time before they start getting their opinion swayed and they're not gonna keep it honest. And the thing is, that's just not the case for me. Like I've talked with designer brands, I've talked to big niche brands, and I've told them the same thing, and they have been game. If anyone's gonna like, you know, like stomp their feet like a toddler and be like, no, we only want positive stuff, then why would I be inclined to even talk about that fragrance in that sort of way, especially if I don't like it? If I don't like the juice, I'm gonna tell you guys. And the thing is, you can tell when I don't like something. You have seen my first impression videos where I smell a fragrance in the air and my face automatically is like, what the fuck? I can't hide that. You know, I can't be like, if I smell something bad and be like, yo guys, this bangs. Like, you would obviously be able to tell. My face cannot lie like that. And the thing is, it's just, for me, morally speaking, trying to be buddy-buddy with a brand and just turning your back on a following that has been really loyal and supportive to you is just such an icky move. There's no reason to do that, because the reason these brands came along was because of like the followers were there. You know what I mean? And because they like the way that I talk about things and people gravitate to that. So they're like, hey, what about this? It was never the opposite where I had 3 subscribers, they were all major brands that were like, hey, we want you to try this. You know what I mean? So why would I shift my priority from being honest with my subscribers to, oh, just wanting to be nice with brands? And I mean, if other people are doing that, they could do whatever they want, right? But I like the way that I'm going about it. I like that I can message these brands and tell them, yo, I don't like this. I hated this one, but I love this one. And they'll be like, hey, we appreciate that. I know that one's not for everybody, right? But like, the video was hilarious. Like, we'll have those types of interactions. So, and then with the designer things, I already covered that. But yeah, a lot of assumptions about that, wanted to clear it up. I'm always gonna be honest. Shout out to everyone that's just been supportive to me, with followers and brands alike. I appreciate the love. And you know, I'm having the time of my life. This is super fun. I love being able to talk about my passion for a living, and my hobby. You know what I mean? It's really cool. But anyways, thanks for the love. Have a good day. See you in the next video. Bye.